everybody. It is Mary.
And Emma.
And we invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment.
Today we are reviewing Sister Wives Season 1, Episodes 6-7. Yes. So this is basically Robin's wedding.
Yes, that's the what's leading up to
it.
Her getting married, the cake tasting.
Yeah.
The wedding, putting on the wedding gowns, her sister wives finding a bridesmaid gown to wear and all that. And they decide to go for Brown. I guess their last name is Brown.
Cody Brown? That's his name?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they all take his name?
Yeah, they call it the Brown family.
Okay, but yes, so that's basically what's going on today. But I really just quickly want to dive into Cody's happiness.
Yeah.
With Robin.
He is very happy.
He is too happy. Quite giddy. I know he has not courted anybody in 16 years, so it seems really new, really fresh. She's younger than him.
Yeah.
Probably looks a little more youthful than some of the other wives. Mm-hmm. I think Mary still looks phenomenal.
Yeah, I think Mary is beautiful. I mean, they're all beautiful in their own way.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Christine has such a beautiful spirit, you know. But so he's very happy with Robin and everything. That's great and everything. But my thing is, I feel like you should try your hardest not to rub it in their face. Like I just think
it's almost as if he's trying to create drama.
And you know, but we saw that in season 16. Like we didn't watch all of season 16, but you could tell like he was like creating drama for no reason. Mm-hmm. And I really don't like that. Like, so they were talking about how so basically they went dress shopping and everything. They were choosing out the gowns and everything. And
first they went to get their own gowns. Brown gowns and all that.
Yeah, all the wives wanted to get something that was kind of similar or whatever, stuff like that for the wedding. They chose on some brown satin gowns or whatever.
Right, but all like different styles.
Yeah, that would flower their bodies.
And then they went with her, and it seemed as though she was very happy to go choose the gown.
Yeah, she was looking
all
at
of them.
Yeah, she was going out there. She was choosing a different gowns. You know, it seemed like she was really happy. Yeah, getting their inputs. It seemed like they were quite cheerful and everything, stuff like that. Fast forward to them be sitting on the couch. They're having a little confessional. It's Cody with all the wives.
Yes.
And they were talking about it, whatever, stuff like that. And we were like, you know, we never knew like which one you decided to choose.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, I got a bomb. I got a bomb on drama today." And then Christine's like, "Drop it now."
Enjoy it. You all are gonna enjoy it too.
Yeah. And so Christine's like, "Well, just drop it now." So I picked the dress before she even finish saying that. Oh, say it now. I picked the dress. Like he was all happy. Like you know, I just feel like I need to be a part of it. You know,
and then she's like, "I need to be part of it too."
And Christine is like, when is the man ever a part of choosing the gown?
When did you even care about what I was wearing?
You never even gave a damn about what I wore. Yeah. Like, you just didn't care. Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, you want to be a part of this? Yeah. And I think it's very weird. Yeah. I always find it very weird when a grown-ass man is concerned about what his woman is wearing. And you go and pick the dress.
Yeah, I just felt like, and just like what Janelle summed it up very well. When she says... now I just feel really like it just feels weird because we were all picking this dress together.
So it feels
we thought
fake.
That's pretty much what she was trying to say.
Yeah.
We thought that you were enjoying this process. Also find out that actually
you had gone with Cody.
To you even coming with us, you had already chosen a gown with Cody, and that's the gown that you're going with.
I wonder how
the wedding ladies you even bother to do that? Put on different. And she was like, "Well, I wanted both experiences to be enjoyable by both
and to be a part
people
of it,
and not, So I didn't think they needed to know that." And then at one point, though, she wanted to start crying because Christine was upset. So Christine got up and left. She's like, "I need a minute."
It's like she has been working on these fake tears for so many years. Like, she just has to have any acting opportunity with these fake tears.
I know,
like, give it a break. You are not an Academy Award-winning actress. Sit down somewhere. Like, for real.
She was like, yeah.
But also, I found it weird when Christine came back, right? And she was like, you need to step up to the plate because we have chosen you, and we believe in you. And I also, too, will try. And then she looks at Robin, and I would try for you too. And then Robin's like,
I don't know.
I don't want to say what the F, but what the F? Like,
as though Christine was trying to be a martyr or something. I have no idea. She was trying to be, you know.
I just thought it was weird. And then Cody was looking off into oblivion like, did she just embarrass me? And then two, is she checking me right now? And then talking to me like I am a grown-ass child.
Exactly.
Like, he looks like he was in a daze. Like, he didn't even look at her. I'm like... And she's like staring into his eyes without staring into them because she just his face you're staring at. I'm just like,
that's what they have their private conversation.
And this was Cody.
But you know what was interesting? And you said it when she first got up and said she needed a moment. He leaned on Mary. Like, this is my little stooge pigeon. This is the one who's here no matter what.
She's the Rachel.
And so we've been watching The Bachelor.
The Bachelor. Just go back and watch our episode from yesterday.
I know. About Rachel and Gabby. And we were saying we have all been Rachel.
We've all been Rachel. In one way or another. Even if it's for a moment.
Stood up for ourselves where guys are concerned.
Or we've had somebody walk all over us.
And then you have Gabby who like was there standing up for herself in The Bachelor.
Yeah.
But
so he leans on Mary, and Mary's
like
and then she's like, give her a moment. It's okay, like just give her a moment.
I know.
And then he leans on, and then he's like,
and then once he sees that, he removes his. I was just like, stop mommying this boy. Like, not even a boy, he's a man. Like, you guys don't have to protect him. You know, like, he's the one who messed up. So, Christine, you don't have to go and talk about how you also will be better. You had the right to be upset. And that was okay for you to show that you were displeased with him.
But the thing is, because they're in a relationship with him, they have to all, yes, I've embarrassed you, but I'm going to still cover you.
Right.
And let you know that it's not just you, but it's also me.
Well, so that's the covering. Really cover them when he was saying that, though.
Yeah, but the women always okay, so there was this special that was also, it was episode 8 or whatever. Mm-hmm. When you see all the wives versus season 16, right? You see how the women all cover Cody whenever he does something wrong or whatever. He's like, I've been humbled. He was like, but we are all a family, this, that, and third. Like, they're always trying to cover up his mistakes.
Yeah.
Versus season 16, where they're all like, all for one for all.
Yeah, they were just like, done at that point, I think.
Yeah. So I think
16 years and it was enough.
And Cody just wasn't respecting any of them.
Actually, it was more than that because remember when they started season 1, he had been married to Mary for 17 years.
No, 20. They had their 20th anniversary.
Oh, so that was his 20th anniversary. So
Dan was 36 years. Oh my God.
He was 16 years with Christine and 17 with Janelle. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, okay. So that by the time this season 16 came, he had now been married with her for 36 years.
Almost 40 years. And then they hadn't had sex for 10 years.
And then with Janelle, he had been married to her for 33. Mm-hmm. And Christine, he had been 32. Married to her for 32. Okay. So by 16, and then Robin, he had been married to her for maybe like 15 or 14. Okay. Yeah, 15 years because that happened season 1. I see. Wow.
Yeah. So it's really interesting to see how the reunion was.
Hold up. Well, so after he married Robin, after those 6 years or 5 years, he stopped having sex with Mary. Now, Janelle had insinuated that she had not been having sex with him. I wonder how long it had been for her.
Even Christine, but Christine was like, Janelle doesn't need Cody to fill her tank. I'm sure she fills her own tank. Whatever the hell that meant.
I don't know. The other one, too, though, in season 1, I noticed that even when he leaned to kiss Janelle, she always kind of moved away. Even in the season 1, and by this time she'd been married to him for 17 years. She wasn't feeling.
It doesn't seem like she doesn't. It doesn't really seem like she wants to have sex with him.
Think about that. Did you notice that?
No, because he went to go kiss her on the lips, and then she just like turned her head, and he just kissed her on the forehead. Obviously, he knows that it's not a super passionate relationship.
Yeah.
She's really there for the convenience of Christine watching her kids.
Well,
and
also,
her easy life.
I think just,
I get to just go to a movie sometimes.
On my, exactly. She loves that.
You go to a movie, you got 8 kids. What you mean?
I don't have to,
It's just that I prefer working. I actually prefer to go to work than to be at home with my kids.
Yeah,
I would feel hurt as a child. So, what's wrong with me, mommy?
There's some women who are not cut out for it. They're just not cut out for it, which is why, when that's the case, stop having children.
I mean, Mary J. Blige had an interview yesterday, and she said, because they asked her why she never had kids, she said, I just like my freedom. I like the fact of not having to watch over anybody all the time. I like to be able to get up and leave whenever I want to. And,
there's
when
some women who are like that. I mean, I have a girlfriend of mine, she had one child, and that was it. She didn't want any other children. I want a child just to say, okay, this was an experience that I had, and she loves her child, but she's not, who's an adult now, but she's not, that one was enough. And she had a child when she was really young, but that was it. That was enough. She didn't want any more.
Yeah, and then,
and that's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has...
And it's okay not to want to have kids. That's totally fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Totally okay. Having children is not...
It's not for the weak.
Yeah, and also, and not only that, but it's like, you have to be in the right mind space, mentally, emotionally, I really think.
You kind of have to be
do
like
a decent job with your children. You just have to be in the right space. And I just feel like, if you're not in the right space, please, don't have them. Please,
you have to be like at least 80% together to really be able to raise another human being. You can't be like 10%.
Then you're just messing up someone's lives, and then they go on to mess up other, their own children's lives, really, other people's lives. So I am all for, when someone says they don't want a kid, that's fine.
Respect it. You don't know what they've been through.
My children, if they come and they say, hey, Mom, I don't want to have kids, that's fine, honey. You don't have children.
Yeah.
I don't feel sad about a legacy, whatever. If you don't want to have kids, don't have kids. Have them if you really want them, so that you don't cause sadness. But yeah, Janelle, it didn't seem as though she was all into Cody.
No.
Even then. And I know 17 years is a long time.
But I don't
sometimes
know.
The passion, especially when you have young children.
But I never really saw Janelle I never really imagined, I know they're married, but I never imagined them, having a real passionate relationship. Yeah. I can see that with him and Mary.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like it's for the convenience she's there.
Yeah, and she did say that she admired, their lifestyle from afar. So she looked at this and was like,
this is perfect. Somebody will be able to watch my kids.
I don't have to be there all the time and deal with that.
And I have a community who can take care of my kids.
And not only that, someone who I can have friendship and companionship with another lady. I don't have to go and have a whole bunch of other friends. And then on top of that, for the protection, I have a man in the home, someone to go get me gas or fix my car if something's going on. This is perfect for me, and I don't have to. It's not
I never ever have to watch my kids, really. And I can go watch a movie when I please. That's what I really think with Janelle. Yeah. I don't really even think she is pressed about the sex. I think
that's what
where Christine was a romantic marriage, she really could give two craps about that.
I get to do my little gardening here.
She said she'd rather be out in the garden than inside the house cleaning.
Yeah.
I'd rather be inside cleaning than to be in the garden because I don't like the insects. I don't like the caterpillars.
But you're good at it, though.
Yeah, I don't like it. I remember because we live in the country.
Yeah.
I remember there was what was it, a grass? It was a grasshopper and one of those things, a praying mantis. It was this long. I was like, hell no. And then we have bunnies and we have little wolves. My neighbor told me that there are wolves that come and kill the bunnies during the spring. I had no idea there's wolves in our backyard.
I've seen a few foxes, but yeah.
Yeah, we live in the country, y'all. Pray for me.
We've always lived in the country. I love country living, but
I'm a city girl, honey.
And
and Miss Atlanta, but yeah.
Let's see here. So, what did you think of the outfit that he picked for her? Of all the outfits,
I just wonder. I mean, it was okay.
It's
not my style. Yeah. I want a mermaid fit, like lace low back.
You know what it reminded me of? Like when women are getting married the second time. For some reason, they always tend to go a little more demure. Like, they don't want to show, like, they tend to wear these odd...
And it was all satin. Like, there was no lace. There was no zhuzh. Well, it was some little bedazzle around the neck. And I don't really like bedazzling around the neck because it looks granny, personally, to me. And, like, when it's around just the neck. Yeah. Like, okay, unless you're trying to flash some cleavage, it looks very granny.
Now that I'm thinking about it, the one that they chose was the one that had the little jacket.
I hated that. I thought that looked a mess. I was like, well, anyway, they're all older.
But you know something? And let's think about the time, too. This was 16 years ago. So that was in, like, 2004. Yeah.
No, 2005. We're in 2021. It's 2022.
So that was 2006.
We're 2022, right?
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah, okay. 2022, yeah. So that was like 2006. I can't remember what the style was. I know in the late 1990s, we had the jackets. We were wearing a lot of like little jackets.
It was the jean jacket, low-ride jeans, and then we had like those sparkly belts, and then we were wearing like the little tank tops and
but
baby fat jeans.
Right, but in terms of like evening outfits and stuff like that, or wedding outfits.
It was definitely more demure.
We were wearing a little jacket. Everything had a little jacket with it.
Yeah, more demure.
We even had like the whole suit. Do you guys remember like the big cushion sleeve?
Yeah.
Like shoulder pads we used to have.
Yeah,
shoulder pads with a theme with our little jackets.
Because even the entertainers were dressing more demure. I remember Beyonce was on stage and she had like this whole knee-length skirt doing "Crazy in Love." So we were dressing more, I guess, more modestly.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that could have been the time for that outfit that she had on. But I even thought that the one that the women chose, I liked it better than what she ended up wearing at the wedding. I did. I thought the one she wore at the wedding was very plain. It was very plain. Just a round neck, some little sleeves, just hit the waist, come down with a train. There was no style to it. Whereas the other one was totally filled with lace. It had some jewels on it.
Yeah.
You know? Anywho.
Yeah.
That's the one Cody chose for her.
Well, men don't have... Well, I mean, unless they're in the fashion world, they don't have style.
She wanted to please him and she wanted to have that experience with him because I guess that experience was whatever. But
and my thing is, you're all into the dress stuff. You are a grown man. And what are you doing?
See the whole cake thing too, like, the cake thing when they went. And my thing, they kept on saying like, some people will know, like, if they're in a polygamous relationship. But it seemed as though they were trying to kind of show that they were.
My thing is they keep on, they joke about it so often as if they want people to know.
Yeah, but then you say, it's not like we go around announcing it. But you guys,
well, you might as well.
I mean, were.
I also want to talk about.
You guys were like, oh, we do. If you only know how much we share things.
I'm like, Mary, why? But I want to talk about Jeanette. I don't know who it was, but somebody said that they wanted her to wear. Now, I understand. You all want to be recognized as his wives, and you're all on equal footing. Mm-hmm. Right? But you want this girl to go and get out of her wedding dress, to get into the brown dress, to match y'all.
I think that was Mary. That was Mary who had that idea.
Mary just wanted to know, you are on our level, okay? You might be getting married after 16 years, and you might be looking good, but you are on our level, honey.
Did she go and change? I didn't see her.
She did. Oh, she wore the brown because they went and they had wedding photos. So after their ceremony, they went to the reception area. She had to go upstairs to the changing room. Maybe it was some small bathroom, and had to put on the brown dress to show that she is also a wife, and we're all on equal footing. That's really what Mary was.
So she couldn't even have her own day. And Mary, that's not even fair because when you were going through your wedding, there was nobody there with a brown dress. It was just you.
Well, she's the first wife.
It does not matter.
It does matter.
It does. It does not. Because now, what you did not have happen at your wedding, now you want to happen to all the other weddings. It's not necessary.
Well, I think Mary is very hurt. Mary, well, yeah.
Anywho.
Besides Mary's little thing of her having to change,
yeah,
it was a really nice wedding. They seemed to all get along. The kids seemed happy.
Kids seemed to be very happy.
Like they were accepting it and everything, stuff like that.
Dancing together. So,
it was really a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah. I always love like those summer weddings outside, you know, like under a tent or something, and it's nice and warm. So, yeah. And then they walked away. First, he was going with. He was saying bye to all the wives.
He was walking with Mary, and then Robin walked straight
to them. Even though she's like, "Oh, I wanted to pass around," but Mary hugged her and let them go off and do their thing. So,
girl, if you want to walk around, you should went in another direction, because they're going to automatically think. Obviously, you have precedence today because it's your wedding day. So why would she just let you continue to go off? Yeah. And obviously, Cody wants to go and be with you.
Obviously.
He's ready for the honeymoon.
He is ready to have time with Robin. Okay?
Yeah. So I think she should have just went a whole different direction. Yeah. If you're being genuine. Yeah. But my thing is, Robin just seems very fake. And even from the beginning, it seems like this is who she's been.
Well, she's coming in. I know it cannot be easy, but who remains to be seen.
I just think it was wrong. Why would you go and do that? Like Cody, who can't. He's like men are the biggest gossipers. You go and tell all of them. I chose the dress.
That wasn't necessary.
Robin, you should have never went and did that, especially if you know you already got the dress. You should have just went with them and been like, "Oh, let's get the bridal stuff." Yeah. And then maybe you break the news to them and say, "Oh, I already went with Cody, so I don't want you guys have to go and it be a fake thing."
No, I think that she should have respected her wishes and not said anything.
Well, that's what Cody will never respect anybody's wishes. Yeah.
But she doesn't know that though. You see, she's new to this whole thing. So let's see how she does in episode 2. So we will watch.
We have the honeymoon next.
There's a Sister Wives special, which we already watched. It doesn't have anything.
It doesn't really have anything
in there.
Yeah.
But we will watch the honeymoon special, and then we'll talk about that. That's season 9. And then we'll go on to season 2.
No, that's season 1. Episode 9.
Episode 9, yes.
Yeah, so then season 2.
And then we'll go on to season 2. Okay.
But yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes, I am Mary.
And Amma.
And we invite you guys to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below to watch us watch all 16 seasons.
Yes. I am enjoying this.
Thank you.
Bye.